Good morning from the Dolan Springs area. We're west of Dolan Springs, west of Highway 93, and looking at Mount Perkins. Perkins is one of the Arizona 2,000 foot prominence peaks. It has just a little bit over 2,000 feet of prominence. And we're about 30 miles northwest of Kingman on the way up to Las Vegas. So the dirt road drive out to here was pretty good, no problems. Nice road. And we're gonna continue walking on the road for a little ways and then head off trail up to the summit. Patrick and I attempted to peak 3 weeks ago, but we failed miserably. And now we're here seeking a little bit of redemption on something a bit easier. This route should be pretty simple. Judging by what I see around me, there may not be that much vegetation. And hopefully this will be another prominence peak accomplished. Okay, we're heading right here. We're bearing right. Left leads to a house. And I think this is all BLM land. It's that what people describe as the BLM checkerboard land. All right, the wind's calmed down a little bit. We're still following what's basically a trail. I guess it's just a cow path. So we'll just continue on this as long as it heads in the direction we want to go. As you can see, there's a pretty nice trail right here. We're gonna leave it right now and just head straight in this direction up to the main ridge. So we'll get up there around where those black rocks are in the center, and then work our way up from there. Should be pretty simple here. Vegetation and everything else is pretty easy. Patrick and I just rounded a bend and we're looking at pretty much the rest of our route. So head this way along the ridge. Up, looks like a little bit rockier of a section, and then a steeper slope, and then just kind of work our way up to the summit from there. We've come to a giant boulder slope here, and we're just debating which way we want to go. So I'm not sure how Mount Perkins got its name, but I can't help but think about Porkins from Star Wars, the original Star Wars. And it's so funny because my kids actually watched that movie yesterday. They put that on and Porkins was at work trying to destroy the Death Star. Patrick and I are debating whether or not we call this little area right here a valley or what, but it's a cool flat section before what looks to be the steepest part of the hike right here. There it is, the summit of Mount Perkins. So a little further than we thought it would be, but it's not too far away from here. We'll be there hopefully within about 20 minutes or so, maybe less. Well, we're getting a little break from the wind. Patrick and I made it to the summit of Mount Perkins. It took us about 2 hours and 20 minutes up here. I think we went about 4.7 or so miles. I'm not sure what the elevation gain is because my GPS is messing that up again. Views are pretty awesome. Charleston's looking pretty cool, Mount Charleston, and you see Hayford Peak. I think I'm seeing Mount Bangs, and obviously Tipton and other peaks like that. Pretty nice views. Yeah, there's the true high point over there. So further east or south than here, and we came up from that direction. I'll zoom in on the road that we came up, where we parked. You can't see where we parked, but that's the road that we drove up and then walked on for a little ways. Yeah, most people that do this peak drive up. There's a road that comes from the northeast, I guess, around that, and then you hike more, towards the southwest, I guess, or towards the south, and get up to here. I know a guy named Eric Casson, or Eric Casson, I'm not sure how you pronounce it. He's done the route that we did. I think he was the only one on Peak Bagger that did it. And it's definitely a good route. If you're gonna do off trail, if you want a relatively easy off trail route, this is definitely it. The vegetation was pretty much non-existent. Nothing sharp, nothing pokey, and if there was, it's few and far between. And not too rocky, not too loose, just a little bit here and there. Really, really great off-trail route if you want to do an off-trail route. If you've never done one before, or if you're starting these peaks, then this would be a good one to start on to get some off-trail experience. And you can get to the starting point with two-wheel drive. We're going to take a break for another few minutes and then retrace our routes, mostly back down. I just got done with the steepest portion. Patrick's almost down. We're back here into this flat area. And then we have the boulder slope behind me. But this is kind of beautiful in here. And there's definitely fire damage, evidence of a fire. So that's probably why the vegetation is not quite as bad as it maybe could be. I don't think it would be too bad anyway, but there's definitely really nothing to contend with. It's really nice. Nice break from some of the usual peaks we do, and definitely in our failure 3 weeks ago. This is a world of difference. It's really nice. It would be a nice place to camp up here. I'm sure someone has. All right, there's Mount Perkins. Not the summit. The summit's out of view. It's behind that point in the middle. But Patrick and I are all finished up. We got 9.45 miles, about 4 hours and 55 minutes. Probably at least 2,000 feet of elevation gained. My GPS is messed up on that count. And we had a good time. So it's about a mile road walk and probably about 1.5 miles at least of cow trails, and then you start to head up steeper, but it's pretty self-explanatory and a pretty good route. We had a lot of fun, enjoyed this route, and it's another Prominence peak completed. I think it's number 57 for me, so it should be about 16 more to go, the Arizona 2,000 foot Prominence peaks. All right, thanks for watching. See you on the next hike, and have a good rest of your day.